Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry I'm rough. I want to get this out there quickly. It has to do with Revelations 12. Um, the woman, Israel, a great sign appeared in the heavens, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and on her head a crown of 12 stars. And she was with child, and she cried out, being in labor and in pain to give birth. Okay, so because I had been given a message, and I this actually continues from the last message I gave, but there's so much meat to this whole thing, the messages that the Lord keeps giving. I kept getting this message. I was like in the middle of waking up and still sleeping. It was early in the morning, and I kept hearing Orion's belt, Orion's belt, and Orion's belt represents the three kings. And as I've said, things are being mirrored from that which was, will be, and that which will be is. Okay, so that's that mirror. Okay, so that represents the three. Okay, so the three kings. So what I came across was that between Virgo, which we know that represents the woman, and Orion, his belt, because the Lord kept saying his belt, Orion's belt, which represents the three kings, which is very interesting because the special thing about Orion is that it can be seen over the entire globe from where it's located, okay? Because we want the whole world to see. And I believe back when Jesus was coming, okay? So this is in that reflection of Jesus is coming now, today, like not to meaning today's date, but in the time that we're living in, he's returning. That the signs in the heavens, and remember, there were the three wise men were following that north star because they knew that the king was going to be born. Okay, so here this Orion's belt represents the three kings, which is very interesting because then you have the three wise men. Now the other thing that I found out was that it also lines up, okay, coming September of that it lines up the three pyramids, okay? We all know about the pyramids because we always wonder how they were made and whatnot and so on and so forth. So very interesting that that's where those now come into play, where they line up all three of the pyramids. And of course, it's saying as of September 9th, the birth is already, she's already given birth, okay? And remember, we're speaking spiritually, so, anyway, so let me go to Matthew 2:1. Okay, so I can give you a review, sort of. The visit of Magi. Now, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, Magi from the east arrived in Jerusalem, saying, "Where is he who has been born King of the Jews?" Which is very interesting because the things that are taking place with the Euphrates River drying up is also like allowing the armies of the east to be sent forth. So this is very interesting. Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we saw his star in the east and have come to worship him. When Herod the king heard this, he was troubled, and all of Jerusalem with him, gathering together all the chief priests and scribes of the people. Be inquired of them where the Messiah has been born. They said to him, in Bethlehem of Judea, for this is what has been written by the prophets. Okay, I have to read right down to 12. And here we are in 6. And you, Bethlehem, land of Judea, are by no means least among the leader of Judah. For out of you shall come forth a ruler who will be shepherd my people Israel. Then Herod secretly called the Magi and determined from them the exact time the star appeared. And he sent them to Bethlehem and said, Go and search carefully for the child. And when you have found him, report to me, so that I too have come and worshipped him. After hearing the king, they went their way, and the star which they had seen in the east went on before them until it came and stood over the place where the child was. And when they saw the star, they rejoiced exceedingly over the great joy. After coming into the house, they saw the child with Mary, his mother, and they fell to the ground and worshipped him. And then opening their treasures, they represent to him gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh. And having been warned by God in a dream not to return to Herod, the Magi left to their own country by another way. So the other interesting part about this is that the message of the three wise men is that the wise men will seek out God, and he and God, and that in the way that all of the Orion's belt can be seen from all over the whole planet, that God is trying to reach every person on the earth, okay, with the message that no matter how far away they are from him, that no one is far too gone to come to him. So if you are in, like, I don't know where everybody is, there's some people who are in like the darkest moments, and he's saying that you're never too far gone to come to him. And the wise man fears the Lord, and he shuns evil. So it's very, very interesting. So that was the message that I received, and I just wanted to share it quickly. I have much, much more, but that's for another time, because it's not quite time for me to share that other part. Okay, so God bless you all, and I'm going to pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.